Hey everybody, Grace here. Welcome to my channel, Prayer and Passports, The Road to Freedom, Take 20. I don't know how many times I have re-recorded this because I haven't figured out how to stop and edit piece by piece. So every time I goof up, I just hit the stop button and start all over again. So welcome to Take 20. Grace here, your favorite Catholic blogger. So before we get started, Happy New Year! I can hardly believe that we're in a new year, and this is my first video of the year, and I'm going to kick it off wearing my favorite holiday sweater, my ugly sweater. My mother gave me this sweater, and the label says it's an ugly sweater, but I don't know. I think it's kind of cute. So I'm going to say it's an ugly sweater because the label says it does, but I honestly love it. And today we're also going to kick off my videoing with story time. So remember that story time is a time when bloggers and vloggers rant about some topic in particular. And today's topic is a Blogmas. That's right, Blogmas. I owe you the 411 on that. Now, if you're new to my channel and you haven't seen anything about Blogmas, let me just tell you that Blogmas is a blogging holy grail event. It is the advent calendar for those of us out there in the blogging industry. We are creating Christmassy content, fresh content, and uploading it on a daily basis. That's right. It is not for the faint of heart. But you know what? I'm going to tell you exactly how I feel about Blogmas, and you're not going to have to wait until minute 4 or minute 5 of this video. I'm going to tell you right now that it gets a thumbs down from this girl. That's right. I'm giving it a thumbs down, and I'll tell you why. For Blogmas to be truly successful, I think that you have to be focused on 3 specific things. You have to be focused on game planning. So you have to plan out your content, which I did in my handy dandy notebook. I actually planned out for 31 days of Blogmas. Like any good girl, when I travel, I pack an extra outfit. So when I write, I have extra content at hand. So check that box. I was able to pre-plan and game plan accordingly so that I could ensure a successful Blogmas season. And if we were to measure it on that aspect alone, then it would get a thumbs up because I provided 25 days of a riveting content, fresh content. Step 2, I think, to making Blogmas a success is allocating the right amount of time to write on a daily basis. Now remember, you have to upload fresh content. You can do some pre-writing on the weekends or any other day that you have available, but it does require about 2 to 3 hours a day. So if blogging is not your full-time career, which it's not mine, then that may be a little bit of a problem. So I can tell you that I have a full-time job. I'm a mom. I have furry babies. I have obligations to my church. And so I was also not sleeping anytime before midnight. I was going to bed somewhere between 1 and 2 a.m. So I did not get a lot of sleep during the holiday season, is partially why it's getting a thumbs down. Again, if you are a full-time blogger, then this is definitely the event for you, because let's be honest, if you're blogging every single day, it's a great exercise in writing. You're going to sharpen up your writing skills. You're going to increase the odds of augmenting your audience. So that gets a possible thumbs up. But where I think this was a huge fail for me was in step number 3, which is setting up proper expectations. Now, you are probably wondering how that's possible, because I love to write. And so you would think that if I love to write, what expectation wasn't possibly met during Blogmas? Well, yes, I love to write, but I am writing for you. Now, I am not writing to please anybody, but I am writing to stir some sort of healthy conversation. It's why I always say, I love to hear your feedback. Give me a thumbs up. Let me know that you're out there, because it is meaningful to me. I'm not writing just for myself. And so of the 25 posts that I uploaded during Christmas, during Blogmas, some did get many comments and many likes, but some did not. And that was kind of heartbreaking. So if you're like me and a little bit on the sensitive side and hoping to connect with a human being out there through your writing, you might find that to be a little bit of a disappointment. But if you are, writing just to write and getting feedback on your post doesn't really mean too much, then you might just be looking at the right event for you. So 3 steps to a successful Blogmas, just to recap. 1, you have to game plan your content, and I check that box. 2, you have to allocate at least 2 hours a day of writing. Check that box. I was able to do that as well. And then 3, set up some proper expectations as to what this actually means to you and what you expect the outcome to be. And that's honestly where I failed. I did not set the proper expectations, and is why Blogmas gets a thumbs down. I connected with some human beings during Blogmas, but more often times than not, it felt kind of lonely. Is why I will not be repeating Blogmas again, Blogtober, or any other month that has a daily writing event. And that's it. That is my rant on Blogmas. Thumbs down, Zerber, whatever you want to give it. I'm just not all about that life. So hit the subscribe button. I say that every week, but honestly, if you haven't hit the subscriber button, the time to do that is now, because I've got some really cool topics coming up for the next several months. I've been planning out my hit list from here to June, and I'm going to be covering subjects like a weight loss challenge that we're starting at my office on Monday. And so I will be vlogging about what that looks like. It's a 90-day challenge, and I will be giving tips and tricks to keeping off that weight if you lose a few pounds. I'm also going to be writing about being a Catholic, obviously, because as we head into the season of Lent, Easter, I think it's important that we have a handbook, an etiquette, so to speak, of how to attend Mass. I'm also going to write about who we are as Catholics, how to incorporate this into your daily life. So be sure to be on the lookout for that. I will have some book reviews because I love to read. I'm also going to have a piece about passive income and how to achieve that through Poshmark and eBay. I was going to say a couple $100. It was not a couple $100. It was more like a couple $1,000 last year off of Poshmark. And it was completely passive because I did little to initiate that. So I'll be sharing some tips and tricks to creating that passive income. Make those things around the house make money for you. Those things that you're no longer using. And then last but not least, I'm going to share a videotape with you on, did I just say videotape? It's not a videotape. Dang, I think I just showed my age. I'm going to be sharing a video, tips and tricks on how to color your hair. That's right. I am not a licensed professional, nor should you do anything that I share. You should not follow those tips and tricks, but I'm going to tell you what worked for me and how I was able to get this fabulous look. That's right. I was able to not hit the hair salon, avoid a $200 mess. Remember that last rant with that hairdresser? I mean, I kind of like what she did, but truth be told, I'm just not a dark hair kind of girl. And so ultimately I decided to biolage my own hair. And I'm going to be sharing those tips and tricks with you in the next couple of weeks. And that's it. I have my game plan ready for the next 6 months. Do you? Share your thoughts below. Tell me what's going on in your life. I love hearing from you. And don't forget, hit the subscribe button. God's peace to you. Thank you for joining me. I hope that you have a great day.